Good morning, everybody. Well, it's been quite a while since my last video on freight or Brexit or many subjects, South Africa. So I thought I'd just bring you up to date in terms of where we are with air freight and combining it really with Brexit and what's going on in terms of concerns with Brexit at the moment. Well, as you know, and you've probably been hearing on the news, there's a lot of concern about are we going to run out of food? Are we going to run out of medicines? And medicines has been a primary sort of topic of lots of concerns. I've been hearing on radio, Talk 5, and on the news and on various political shows as well. And I just wanted to really give you some insight into the pharmaceutical industry as a whole, internationally, and the role the UK plays in the pharmaceutical industry. And really more about the opportunities we missed, the opportunities we've been missing for the last 30 years since we've been part of the European Union, and the opportunities we're going to continue to miss if we don't get our planning done properly with transport government services in the form of Transport Scotland, for one, to get our links sorted out with the rest of the world, because we're just going to continue to be trading sort of in fourth or fifth place as far as the world goes when it comes to many trading opportunities if we're not careful. First of all, let me give you some insight into the pharmaceutical industry as a whole in the world. This first document I'm showing you is the highest value in drugs and medicines exported per country in the world, and I'm only showing you the first 15 countries, and these are the exports for 2017 per country. Well, as you can see, Germany is top of the list in terms of what it moved in last year in terms of exports. It moved $52.7 billion worth of drugs. Switzerland was second, Belgium was third, France was fourth, United Kingdom was fifth. United Kingdom comes above United States, it's above Italy, it's above Netherlands, it's above Ireland, it's above Denmark, India, Spain, Sweden, Austria and Canada. Now, so it is a player. It is not the biggest player by a long way, but at 20.4 billion, the UK, we are shifting a significant amount of pharmaceuticals and medicines to other parts of the world. Now, these figures for medicines and drugs, that includes everything, across-the-counter drugs, prescription drugs, and it includes the vaccines as well. When we talk about vaccines on their own, you note India, which is down at 8.7 billion, it's moving overall in medicines and drugs. It has actually, in terms of vaccines, it is the largest player. It is 60% of the world's vaccines are exported out of India, and I'll show you another little video on that just now, an updated one on the one you've already seen. Okay, that was the exported drugs and medicines per country ranked in the world. I'm now going to show you the imported drugs and medicines per country in the world, to give you a little bit of an insight into that as well. Okay, we're looking at the highest dollar value in medicines imported per country. We've got the United States, that comes top. Well, there's no surprise about that really. They're importing $66 billion worth of drugs. Well, that's what they imported in 2017. Followed by Germany, who are number one in terms of exports. They are number two in terms of importing drugs. And the United Kingdom is number three. We're importing $21.8 billion worth of drugs every year into the UK. A lot. That's very much in balance with what we're pushing out. And then we've got Belgium, Switzerland, China, who weren't on the list of exporters in the top 15, but they're sixth on the list. China in terms of imports. Netherlands, Italy, Japan, France, Spain, Russia, who weren't on the list either, Canada, Australia and Ireland. Okay, so the UK, we are 5th in the world when it comes to exporting drugs, and we are number 3 in the world when it comes to importing drugs. Now let me talk about the vaccines, where I make the point that India, they manufacture something like 60% of the world's vaccines that go out into the world. This is how they do it. This is how they actually achieve in getting their product into the markets throughout the world. Have a look at this video.
Pune, India. Home to one of the world's largest vaccine manufacturing facilities. How does Emirates Sky Cargo deliver these time and temperature sensitive medicines on time and intact? GDP certified by Bureau Veritas, Emirates Sky Pharma is the #1 cool chain solution for pharmaceuticals. Every day, Emirates Sky Cargo delivers what matters most to people. With the youngest and most advanced fleet in the air, state-of-the-art cool chain facilities at Emirates Sky Central, and a network of over 150 destinations, we connect pharmaceuticals to well-being every day.
Okay, well, there's your answer. We have product manufacturers in this country. We have the skills in this country. We have good product in this country that the world wants. What we've got to do is get it to them efficiently. Efficiently meaning getting it to them at an affordable price. And to do it, we have to team up with the right partners. We have to use our utilities effectively to do it. This is really a message to the government ministers, civil servants, and people who quite honestly don't understand transport links, and the distribution of goods. They only understand how to put the fear at people in terms of can we get enough because of Brexit? Or what should we do? Or can we Should we go into a panic button mode? No, we shouldn't. We've got to start getting back to our basics in terms of distribution expertise. We are world leaders in distribution, or we used to be, and we've got to get back to the basics of doing that and doing that right. Thank you. That's all I've got to say. Bye-bye.